One take, one take. This is NBA One Take featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lake. This is NBA One Take for your head, NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live, Brooklyn, New York. This is NBA One Take, July 13th, 2021. NBA news and rumors. I think I'm gonna start doing more rumors and things like that, especially when I catch wind of it, and also if I read some reports or some local insiders and people knowledgeable of the NBA. So with that being said, now we all know about Ben Simmons and reports and things like that. So it's kind of become most likely official that Ben Simmons is going to be on the trade market for the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, the Sixers want an all-star in return, and a combination of, they want a really good point guard and an all-star return, or the latter, an all-star point guard in return. So, you got some good teams. You got some teams out there that's hold interest. Not necessarily saying they're gonna give up players. Sacramento, Portland, Minnesota, Chicago are rumored teams that put themselves out there, that they shown public interest in trying to acquire Ben Simmons. So we're gonna see. But I feel that something's gonna happen most likely a little after the draft. They gotta really get this draft out the way, and then teams is gonna see. There may be some draft day moves, but I don't think a draft day move is gonna be happening with Ben Simmons. I think his talent and what he brings to the table in a deal, I think a team that's acquiring him has to already know what kind of team they're gonna have to complement him, and for them to move forward. So that's why I think, because of the player, they have to figure out what their roster is going to look like, even with free agency too. So I don't think a move is going to happen. You may get suited, but I could be wrong, because I don't think a move right now is going to happen. But you just gotta give it a couple of weeks. Teams start putting some packages together, get the draft out the way. Teams know what they're doing in free agency, and then I think they're gonna most likely make the move. Now you got LONZO Ball is, for the most part, not going to be returning to the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, the issue with him not returning to the Pelicans is more a money and contract issue. Because he's most likely going to try to demand, it's around $15 to $20 million on the market. And I think that's a price too steep for the Pelicans right now. They're in transition. you know, they most likely have Willie Green coming in as coach. You know, Brandon Ingram, you got Steven Adams, Bledsoe. You still got some. They still got some salaries there, and to add Lonzo Ball there. On top of that, they didn't go to the playoffs, so it's not even a guarantee that they will improve. I don't think they'll be able to think, because the Ball is going to want his money. And what you know, someone I heard that's real close to his situation, most probably LeVar Ball, said that he want close to max money, but he's not going half than max money. That's why I said 15 to 20 million. So if he going 60% off on the max deal, and that's what everybody can offer him, I think he'll most likely take it with an early opt-out. So that's Lonzo Ball. So there's going to be some teams out there looking to upgrade at point guard. Now, speaking of point guard, SEXTON has been rumored with the Knicks. And I think this is going to be a deal that possibly can happen sooner rather than later. I think the Knicks have the cash, not necessarily the assets, but money, and then something they can, and the Cavs can acquire things where they can actually do something with it. Meaning they can take some players like Knox and Ntilikina and possibly, you know, Obi Toppin, and it'll be most likely a sign and trade. He'll get his he'll get his rookie extension. Most likely it's going to be under something of a max deal. And then the Knicks most likely will try to acquire something in free agency and then extend Julius Randle. I know it's a lot, but this is what I'm speaking to a Knicks executive, and it's kind of complicated, because remember what I was saying a while ago was the Knicks is really on this Giannis thing, and I'm being very, very. They could have had him. If they would have lost to the Nets. Or not saying they would have had him, but a loss to the Nets was going to be an issue there. So that was going to be a big one if they'd have lost to the Nets. Now they're in the finals. So they're not Giannis is looking for a championship, and he planning on possibly winning the championship rather than going to the Knicks, where everything is still being put in place, where the Bucks have established a good culture in the front office, him being a part of it, and then they're put in a situation to win the title, that decision to go to the Knicks is not even going to happen. So now Knicks is looking for dominant guard play and perimeter plays. I mean, people was talking about Duncan Robinson, but like I said, Duncan Robinson's another one. He wants something to max money, and I don't think he's going to be able to, the Knicks is ever going to be able to get him and get that guard, point guard they need, all under a salary cap structure. So there's some things they gotta move. There's some things that the Knicks could be smart here. They could possibly do it, but we'll see. There's a lot of tweaking there, but they could probably do it. Knicks could probably do it. They probably could get Sexton in and Duncan Robinson, but we'll see. But this NBA One Take's Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.